show. This week we'll relive selective races from Saturday, May 29. 9 races were contested, including the final event on the card, which was restricted allowance to event going 1,100 meters. Race 1 starts us off with jockey Shane Richardson replacing fellow apprentice Mario Chung aboard horse number 1, Blood, Sweat and Tears.
They're off for the first. Fair start. Wing's Choice just backing out toward the back of the field, already storming and Blood, Sweat and Tears. But up front, Lightning McQueen gets that lead. Dane Nelson having a look over his shoulder to make sure he's clear as they make their way now, flashing up toward the half mile. Lightning McQueen on the outside, joined up by Eddie's Princess moving sweetly as they make their way inside the final half mile. There goes Special Counsel now to take Lightning McQueen on, and Special Counsel opens the length over Lightning McQueen. Dioso de Ora getting closer all the while. Eddie's Princess is back and forth as they leave the 3. Access Soup races ahead of Super Amia. Killer Bee 3 lengths back and under the pump. Blood, Sweat and Tears tries to make ground, storming in behind them. Milkman on the rail and Wings Choice at the back, but the leaders have turned for home. A quarter of a mile to run. Special Counsel is the grey over against the rail. Lightning McQueen in between horses on the outside, Dioso de Ora, and these two now battle for it. Eddie's Princess now asked to surge up in between horses. Access Soup is over against the rail, but it's Dioso de Ora who has the lead over Lightning McQueen. They thunder past the 16th pole. Dioso de Ora and Dick Cardenas, Lightning McQueen and Dane Nelson, and here is Eddie's Princess and Anthony Thomas flashing home. It's close between Dioso de Ora, Eddie's Princess, then Blood, Sweat and Tears, Lightning McQueen and Special Counsel.
Diosa de Oro, ridden by Panamanian Dick Cardenas, secured victory in the first event for trainer Johnny Wilmot. Eddie's Princess was second, followed by Blood, Sweat and Tears, Lightning McQueen and Special Counsel. Race 2 saw 10 thoroughbreds going 1,100 meters. Here's a look at the action.
5.5 furlongs thereof. Reckless Diamond, Caymanas and Vice Cherry Pie the slowest to escape the confines of the gate as Allen rushes up to tackle Ultimatum for the lead. Slotted in between them, Soul Treasure, these three in a very tight grouping. Up top, Boss watches them from some 3 lengths back as they charge away, leaving the half mile and run the turn for home. Euphoria about to overtake Plutologist. The break back to Bacola, Vice Cherry Pie. Reckless Diamond in the yellow races in behind them, and Caymanas going nowhere at the back. They slip past the 3. They run to the 5/16th, and it's Allen dictating the splits, leading up by a length and a long tail as they lead the 5/16th. Ultimatum now under the pump. Soul Treasure asked to close up on the outside. The rest all have mountains to climb as Allen brings them into the lane and leaves the quarter pole with that lead. Ultimatum continues the chase. Soul Treasure now beginning to nibble at that lead. Up top, Boss is left back against the rail, but this Allen continues to fend them off with a furlong to run. The question is, can they catch Allen? He continues to hold a 2-length advantage. Soul Treasure now trying to whittle away at the lead inside the final 16. It's Allen and Anthony Thomas. They're battling. Soul Treasure on the outside. Allen and Awesome Anthony get there over Soul Treasure. Ultimatum in between them. Then an up top, Boss, followed by Reckless Diamond.
Joint champion and current leading jockey Anthony Thomas logged his first victory of the day aboard Allen for trainer Stephen Todd. The winning time 1 minute 12 and 2/5 of a second, going 1,100 meters. Race 3 was a restricted allowance for event for native bred 5-year-old horses and older. 8 faced the starter as they went 1,200 meters.
They're off and racing. She Says Yes, and Ali, those marginally misses the break. El Gringo has speed and shows it, so El Gringo is in front of Donald Mighty down in second. Right there in third, that's Code of Honor. Mixing it up in fourth, that's She Says Yes, overtaking St. Michael as they pass the 4. Behind those, we have the Powers That Be, 2 lengths away to Ali, and racing at the back, She Says Yes. They go towards the 3 furlong point on the course, and it is in front, El Gringo, just the leader from Donald Mighty. on the inside, and coming around that is Code of Honor. So Donald Mighty now takes up the running from Code of Honor on the outside. El Gringo fading back a bit on the rail. Then comes St. Michael behind St. Michael, and on coming out wide, that's Alexa Star right on the rail, and fading back, that is the powers that be. They're inside the final furlong. These two fighting for it. On the outside, Code of Honor. Dick Cardenas looking for a second. Fighting back on the inside, that is Donald Mighty, but Code of Honor gets there ahead of Donald Mighty, the powers that be, and El Gringo.
Code of Honor, trained by Michael Marlowe, gives Panamanian Dick Cardenas his second win of the day. Second went to Don Mighty, followed by the powers that be and El Gringo. Race 4 saw the field reduced to 9, following the late scratch of horse number 4, Belijo, and horse number 9, Boss Easy. Here's how they fared going 1,100 meters.
Dick Cardenas, he has 2 wins already on the card. They're off immediately as they went in. Fair start. Prince Samo took off quickly. Mr. Lindhurst attacking. Sharp Skirt and El Maestro now moving down from the outside draws. And El Maestro may just have a narrow advantage as they run to the half mile and beginning now to open it up to over a length over Sharp Skirt as they leave the half mile. Mr. Lindhurst a further 2 lengths back in behind them. Prince Samo is there. Unbreakable takes the wide route. Just Say the Word in the All Black race is up next. Sacrifice is racing toward the rail as the leaders now arrive at the 3. Stormy Lady asked to pick up, and Luminous Power at the back. They run past the 5/16th. They're in the final part of the bend. El Maestro continues to dictate terms on that lead. It is El Maestro first into the lane. Sharp Skirt now asked to attack on the outside. These two going at it as they drive up past the 3/16th. Prince Samu has been angled down toward the rail, and these are the 3 main contenders. Unbreakable trying to run on widest of them all as they flash past the furlong pole and the grave. Prince Samu now grabs the lead. Mr. Lindhurst trying to run on down against the rail, but it is Prince Samu with the advantage. Sharp Skirt is folded up and gives way as Prince Samo wins by 4 or more over Sharp Skirt. El Maestro is next, then Mr. Lindhurst close between Luminous Power on the rail and Unbreakable out wide for 5th.
Victory to Prince Samo, ridden by female apprentice Samantha Fletcher for trainer Raymond Townsend. Race 5 saw a field of 15 compete in a maiden condition race for native-bred 3-year-olds. Jockey Mario Chung was once again replaced by fellow apprentice Shane Richardson aboard horse number 9, Moscow. Here's the race call as they went 1,300 meters.
They're off. King Anthaloo staggers out at the back to Cat Be the Glory slowly off along with Turn on the Light. But they're grouping up front as they've rushed past the 6th, and it's Kai Alexis with a narrow lead. Midnight Blue chases in 2nd and Rapture in 3rd. Rising Saint back in 4th. 5 lengths separates them as they run toward the half mile. A gap of some 3 lengths opens up to Morse Code. Queen T is making ground. The Trojan Warrior attached to their outside out 3 wide. These are tracked up by ZI as they leave the half mile. Ring Charmer is there with a Lion Talk as they now leave the 7/16th and make their way flashing up now, passing the 3. King Anthaloo races up in behind them. A gap opens up to Cat Be the Glory, Turn on the Light, and Dancing in the Breeze at the back as the field now turn for home, a 1/4 mile to run. Enrapture has given way and now tries to come with a run down against the rail, but the leader remains Rising Saint as they leave the 3/16th. It's Rising Saint out in front from Enrapture now trying to reel him in as they leave the furlong pole, but Rising Saint under a vigorous ride continues to lead up by 2 lengths. Enrapture the closest pursuer, but not catching this Rising Saint as they're inside the final 16th, and it's Rising Saint and Christopher Mamdine winning by 2 or more over Enrapture. Then Kai Alexis. Buff Bay runs on from behind to be 4th. Midnight Blue is 5th.
Rising Saint, ridden by Christopher Mamdine, clocks a winning time of 1 minute 22 3/5 of a second for trainer Edward Stanberry. The fancied Enrapture had to settle for 2nd, followed by Kai Alexis, Buff Bay and Midnight Blue. Race 6 was a claiming event for horses 5 years old and upwards. A full field of 16 sprinted the short distance of 800 meters.
Starter ready. They're off. Genuine Article. Got a fairly good start. Time to say goodbye in the red cap racing in the center. Synchronized racing nearest to us has speed, so too Abogado. They go at it. Sweet Destiny just toward their inside with a Genuine Article and Time to say goodbye. Reloaded is right up there with the front runners. Buck called Drew 10 but is gone way over toward the far side, just ahead of Belligerent King and Machu Picchu way over on the far rail. Sweet Destiny battling Original Train now, who comes on the scene. And Original Train may just have that lead. Abogado chasing with Sweet Destiny, but it is Original Train beginning to open up inside the final 16th. Original Train is going to romp it and comes away under Dane Nelson. They win by 6. Sweet Destiny second over Abogado, then Synchronized, tight between Willowdean and Flying Bullet.
Original Train, ridden by joint champion jockey Dane Warrior Chief Nelson, secured victory ahead of Sweet Destiny, Abogado, Synchronized and Willowdean. Race 7 was a restricted allowance event going 1,300 meters. A field of 13 faced the starter.
They're off and running. Fascination steps a bit slow. Jolly's Dream left at the back, but going to for that lead, that's Stepping Fate. Stepping Fate in front of Ajita, right on the rail, that is 777. Behind that one, that is Door the Butcher. Right on Door the Butcher's inside, that's K-Boy. Then comes Rifleman overtaking Fascination. And 2 lengths away before we come to My Time Now. Boulder Sammy as they pass the 4 and the last 2, It Is Now and Jolly's Dream. They go toward the 3 furlong point, and it is Stepping Faith, just the leader from Ajita, hounding on the inside. Sniperman coming through right on the outside. Door the Butcher comes next. As they come inside the 2 furlong point on the course, it is Ajita in front. Ajita skipping away from Sniper Man, coming with a good-looking run on the outside. Here comes My Time Now, and My Time Now is coming forward with purpose. Ajita hanging on from My Time Now, and My Time Now hits the front with Anthony Thomas looking for a double, and he seems to have it here. My Time Now skipping away from Ajita. K-Boy left back on the rail third. My Time Now, Ajita, K-Boy, Sniper Man, Door the Butcher for the I-5.
Leading jockey Anthony Thomas secured his second win of the day aboard My Time Now. Ajita was second, followed by K-Boy, Sniper Man and Door the Butcher. Race 8 had no chance of Glock firing as she was a late non-starter. Here's a look at this restricted allowance event.
They're off and racing. Adore Brilliance steps slow along with Push Cash and Helicopter. But going for that lead, that's Ocean Wave. Ocean Wave in front. Papito right between horses. Right on the rail, that's Chai 2 Prince. Wojtek comes next. Behind Wojtek, that is Elitist as they go past the 4. Adore Brilliance recovering nicely, going down into 6th. Racing in 7th, that's Redfoot. Behind Redfoot, that's KD Rocket. Behind the KD Rocket, Helicopter and Pushkash trailing at the back. They go towards the 2, coming to the top of the lane. It is Ocean Wave in front with that lead. Right on his outside, that's Wojtek putting home a challenge right between horses and coming forward nicely. That is Elitist. Elitist is right there too. On the outside, that is KD Rocket, the furlong to go, and Wojtek strikes the lead from KD Rocket, coming with a good-looking run, trying to come between horses. Here comes Helicopter, trying to spring an upset, and Helicopter now hits the front. It's very tight, but it looks to be Helicopter. It's tight between Wojtek, Elitist, and KD Rocket for the Miners.
So Helicopter completed a successful landing inside the winner's enclosure. The photo finish could not separate Elitist and KD Rocket for second, while Wojtek was third, followed by Chitu Prince in 4th. Race 9 was another restricted allowance event. Let's listen in on the commentary as 12 faced the starter going 1,100 meters.
Starter ready. They're off. Run with it. Came out a long way in behind horses. True Bravado has speed, shows it. Sure Curlin going in chase. There goes a Super Duper now rushing up. Gentle Giant is on the rail as they race toward the half mile. Broken Light trying to make ground. Silver Hawk now just 5 lengths off that lead. Bad Gal Riri racing in behind him. Sweet Majesty races ahead of T. Brady. A gap back to Sudden Flight. King's Magician now overtaking that one. And Run With It not running at all at the back. They've left the 3. They arrive at the 5/16th, about to come into the lane, and it is True Bravado, Super Duper now in the red attacking. Sure Curlin gets a perfect turn against the rail as they're into the final quarter, and True Bravado now looks to be shutting off. There goes Super Duper to grab the lead. Sure Curlin now a danger on the inside, and the race should be here. Super Duper on the outside. Sure Curlin now trying to couple up on the rail and get to the leader as they dash past the 16th pole. It is Super Duper battling to hold the lead on the Anthony Thomas. He's looking for a 3-timer. Sure Curlin on the rail. Super Duper does it over Sure Curlin. And then King's Magician close between Bad Gal Riri and on the rail T. Brady.
Super Duper handed leading jockey Anthony Thomas his 3rd win on the day. It was a 1-2 finish for the Jason DaCosta band, who managed to secure 2 wins on the day. Second went to Gentle Giant, followed by Silver Hawk, Sudden Flight, and T. Brady. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. Join us on our next edition when we'll recap all the excitement from the 1000.